Hey guys, what's up? Mike MacDonald here, just coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. In today's video, I just want to go over a couple different closing tips for network marketing. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Well, so I think a lot of people, when they're done with the presentation, they don't really know the best way to approach closing. So I was at a group presentation last night and just sitting in the crowd and had one person I overheard after the presentation was done was like, "So, what do you think?" And that's probably, I like to call it the kiss of death. It's not the best question to ask when the presentation's done. So basically first off, what you want to do is ask, what did you like best? Actually, backtrack. Even before that, you want to use a tie down with some type of positive question. So, like, that was awesome, wasn't it? Or now you can see why I'm so excited about this, don't you? So there's different things that you can use. So tie down is just a question that you ask that results in a yes answer. So that was awesome, wasn't it? So, man, you like what you see, don't you? Or that was pretty cool, wasn't it? So there's all kinds of different things that you can say afterward, but obviously make it authentic. Don't sound like a robot, and it's like something that you would normally say. So I'm usually like, that was pretty awesome, wasn't it? So that's kind of my go-to, But so that's what you want to start with. But then you want to ask them, what did you like best about what you saw? Because you don't care what they think. They might have thought the presentation was long. They might not have liked the presenter's shirt. They might not have like the beer that they ordered before the presentation, whatever. So it's stupid. So never ask what they think, because you don't care. You want to help them make a decision whether they're going to get started or not. You don't care, again, what they think. So right or wrong, whatever. So again, afterwards, just ask them what they like best, and ask them to elaborate on that. So if they said that they really liked the time freedom aspect, you're like, cool, what would that do for you? Or how would that benefit you if you plugged into that and created that time freedom? What would that really help you achieve? And you can get them to dive deeper. And then again, you can follow up with, great, so if we can show you how to do that with our program, would you be ready to get started? Boom, it's a yes or no. So that's one simple way. Another thing that I really like to ask a lot is, cool, is there anything else you need clarification on? Or are you ready to get started? Dogs are going crazy in the background. Shush. So it's like, that's another aspect you can do is, ask them, cool, is there any other questions or anything else you need clarification on, or are you ready to get rolling? So, and they might have other objections, or they might have other questions. So another aspect you want to do is to determine whether or not that their objection or their question is basically the final objection or the final question. So again, how do you do that? So let's say they say something to the effect of, cool, I like what I see, but I just don't know if I really have the time to do this. And I'm like, cool, I can appreciate that. So let me just get this understanding right. Like, you like everything makes sense. Like, you'd be ready to go and get started if you could figure out the time. If you were able to make it happen within your schedule, you'd be ready to get started? Or is there something else that'd be holding you back? So again, you're trying to isolate the objection, because oftentimes when somebody throws out an objection, people just don't like to make a decision naturally. So I don't know why, but it's like you go to a restaurant and people stare at the menu for 15, 20 minutes, even though they get the exact same thing every time. It's like people just hate making a decision. So again, your job is just to collect that decision and help them make that. And whether they get started or not, it's not a big deal. Like, your job is just to get that decision collected. So again, finding out what the real objection or the real concern might be is going to be the best option you can do, because if you overcome the time objection and then they just are like, okay, cool, well, I don't have the money either. So it's like, and then you go jumping through hoops, objection after objection, and then you get to, I just want to think about it. And it's like, no one likes a drawn out maybe. It's just annoying. So again, if you can really get to the root and find out what their main questions are, objections are, what would be holding them back, that's really the key. So, again, hopefully you guys got some benefit out of this. If you did, feel free to go crazy tapping the screen. You're watching on Periscope, so I live and breathe on hearts, so I'm just kidding. But so if you do want to get more value, though, and check out some more training, head on over to coachmikemacdonald.com and just enter your name and email. You're going to get access to my free training 14 proven keys to inviting for your business. So again, a lot of times people never even get to the end of the presentation, so they never even need to use closing or know how to do that because they don't get eyeballs or people in front of the presentation. So learn the ins and outs of inviting and how to get more people in front of your presentation to, again, really take your business to the next level. And you can get access to that over at coachmikemacdonald.com/inviting. And then if you are struggling with even having people to talk to begin with, make sure you go to coachmikemacdonald.com/lead generation so you can start to learn the system of developing an online presence to develop leads for your business. So people are going to come to you asking you for training, asking you for help, and wanting to join your business or take part in whatever products or services you might be offering. So again, you can get access to that over at coachmikemacdonald.com/lead generation. But yeah, really appreciate your guys' time, and we'll look forward to talking to you again soon.